So we are back in Burgundy. We are back. What do we have going on here? So King Ropstercraw, a spry 68, almost nice. Poor health though. We are ailing. Speaking of ailing, we are a drunkard. Yeah, speaking of awesome, I mean, we are the King of Burgundy. We are King Ropstercraw. We are going to be dying soon and handing everything over to Prince Wizard. Prince Wizard has 3 children, one of which is illegitimate, but we still love them. So they are an adulterer, which is going to be tough, I guess. That's going to be a little bit tricky for us to maneuver around, I think. We do have 3 kids, and our eldest grandson, Wizards the second, they are a genius and beautiful, so this is our heir's heir, and we are actually currently molding them. So so hopefully good will come of that. But yeah, our next, like, once we move to our son, once we move to Prince Wizards, I think things are gonna be a little bit tricksy. Yeah, so we are 68 years old. I think we are probably the eldest of our line. Duke Duneflint made it to 70 years old, which was our first character. So we probably only have a few good years in us, at which point we're going to have to hand things over. So we've had a couple different counties willingly pledging themselves to us, which has been nice. So we weren't looking to expand, however, because the former Italy here is a little bit in shambles. A lot of these counties along our borders are looking to pledge to us, I think, for a little bit of security. So we have been letting them in. And the good news on our west border, so West Francia here, our daughter, Queen Jadwiga, she is married to the king, and in fact, it was a matrilineal marriage. So we have Anthrul Shave for 10 biddies, who is in a line to inherit the West Francia throne. The other really cool thing, well, I mean, yeah, after his father dies, the other very, very cool thing, is he missing an eye? Kind of looks like he's missing an eye. He is wounded. That's awesome. Aquitaine here. King Charles, the Impaler, he has no viable heirs. So Aquitaine will go to the King of West Francia. And then when the King of West Francia dies, it will just go to our, you know, our grandchildren, which is kind of awesome, which is kind of excited. So first off, let's check our prison. We have a couple prisoners. We are short on knights, on K-Knights, as they're called. Where's our prison? Let's go see who we've got here. Hey, we've got prisoners. I'm probably just going to auction them off because while I do need some military might, none of these are going to provide it for me. So we'll just get a little bit of coin. And I'm going to have to do them one at a time. Oh, we also asked the Pope for some gold at the end of last stream. So we're getting about 400 gold from the Pope. Whew. We're dead. That scared the heck out of me. My son is lucky. I don't know if I got rid of that one. He's got 1 prisoner left, I think. How about that? Wow, you have died. King Ropstercraw of Burgundy rests in the arms of the Lord at 68 years of age. He drank himself to death. A charming man, he became famous for his elaborate feasts and grandiose balls. Keep it together. King Wizards ascends to the throne, beautiful beyond words. His appearance will have foreign dignitaries groveling at his feet. Oof, okay. This is going to be a bit of a mess, I think. 51 years old. We live to be 68. All right, continued as King Wizard. Let's see. We have a new Archbishop. We have a lot of things going on. So first off, we are well equipped. We have all of our gear. which is good. We have our mace. I think we have the best gear currently on. We should probably give some of the stuff away. Rob Sugar did hold some majestic... I know, double down, right? That's where his, all his prestige came from. Let's check out our council. So we have our Archbishop. We have our pregnant wife, Queen Melissa, sitting on our throne. She's pregnant with a third child, which will be our fourth child. But do we have... We have a ward. So we do have a lover. Who is our lover? Melusine. That is our lover who had our third child. She is lowborn. That's all right. Hugo is our steward, working on our development. Our Chancellor Hamelin, doing the things he needs to do. Our Spy Master Anna, and we do need a Marshal. Any Mathers available in here? So, and what are we? So we're content, we're humble, we are sadistic as well. We have to look to play into that. Now, I want to go with my knight, the Mayor Amadio, because obviously they have the best marshal. However, we do have a powerful vassal in Duke Carlo, whom we can try and appease here. Duke Carlo's only 16, but they don't much like us. The short reign will go away. I have too many duchies. That'll be fine. You know, we'll give it to the most suited. I think that's the proper thing to do here. Our Archbishop isn't good, but that's okay. We have too many domains. We have too few knights. And we have a lot of titles to inherit. Too many duchies. Low control. I'm going to get low control worked on right off the hop here. And we might dump some money. Lifestyle. So we're going to go down the learning lifestyle. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try focusing on some of our, no, not holy, not religious, some innovations. I want to start getting some innovations done because we have the learning skill. And I know we can get some nice bonuses here. So I want to be able to get some of these because we've maxed out a lot of what we're able to build in our counties. And I really want to push our development as much as we can. So we'll go down the learning here. I might dip into stewardship, especially for golden obligations, because golden obligations is so good. But what we'll do... I don't think I need to worry about whole of body just yet because I'm so young. Or so I'm hoping. And the theology focus, once we go down the street, that'll help us as well since with our sins. But we've been going down the scholar, so your wars can get additional skills and become our friends. So cultural fascination, progress 35%, that's huge. So we already have that. Increased development in county, I think that'll be the first thing that we take. Yeah, no, this is... We'll finish off scholar first. And I might go ahead and we'll take scholarship focus as well because I do want the development growth. And we have a perk already, so this is just excellent. So 3 years left working on development. Okay, that's fine. You get to work. Okay. So one of the things I was thinking about, and this I might look into seeing what's available as far as like being more accepting of all the other cultures. So first off, we are going to have some close family take over, France, Aquitaine, West Francia, but also like we are on the Mediterranean Sea. So I have to think that, it might be a bit of a goal of ours to become, this hub of the world, right? As we see it. So being a little bit more multicultural, maybe even hybridizing with the French, that might not be a bad idea. I don't know if that's something we're going to try and do with Wizard here, but I think it might be something to kind of look towards, kind of as our next steps. But we'll take a look into that. So few knights. What else can we do here? I do want to invite some knights. We don't have a ton of prestige. Oh, we have a huge prestige bonus though. Oh, we can adopt a puppy right off the hop from our kennel. That's not too bad. Welcome in, by the way. We have to control one or more Catholic holy sites, and we don't have any Catholic holy sites. I know there's some in, someone saying in Aquitaine or France, I think. Dynasty of Many Crowns. We are not going to be anywhere near that. Founding Empire. Inspire, Opus. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Frenzaginum. The new age of art and discovery awaits us to drag Burgundy out of these dark times and make our homeland the pulsating heart of European culture. I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about, I guess. So you get the law High Crown Authority. The Cisalpine culture discovers peerage, which isn't a tooltip, so I have no idea what peerage is. Holding of Nice gets flourishing culture for 150 years. So, exalted among men. At least one of these. So, Valois, Orleans, or Toulouse, which I think we can get. I think we almost had that. Oh, Royal Progenitive, Knighthood, and Windmills. I don't know off the top where those are, but it looks like those might be Knighthood, Windmills. Okay, so we're not going to get these until at least the High Medieval, but it is good to know that this is an option for us. Oh, it's a tech advance. 10% vassal tax, direct vassal opinion, fellow vassal opinion must be unlocked through... Oh, okay, awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Meh. We don't have fellow vassals. We are our own vassal. I think we have the... And restore the HRE. We don't have the title of Germany, but Germany is near us. I don't think we want to go for that. No HRE. This we have a mess up here. Yeah, so that's an interesting... Without a stinky carling on the throne. We actually put their former queen on the throne before she passed away, actually. And now we have Despot Sebastinos on the throne of Germany. I don't know that this is going to go well for them. Although we do have some daughters that I don't think he is going to want to marry. We could marry our player heir to his
you know the score, pal.
sister.
You're not cop, you're little people.
His youngest sister, which, if we're able to murder his older sister and murder him, I was about to say Morta. We could try and kill him, which would leave the throne to her. She's 26. That would give us 2 years to kill her before Otakar here spoils it by perhaps giving her an heir. But that's a lot of murder and not a lot of time. And our odds of getting the murder in on her are not very good. I don't know if we want... You know what? I don't know if we want to mess with Germany. There's probably plenty of other people looking to murder him anyways. So we might just let them deal with that. We have our own stuff to worry about. I haven't even spent a day on the throne yet. So I guess I should hold up. So we have 2 prisoners we were not able to get rid of before I passed away. So let's go ahead and do that. We can only do one at a time here. All of our people are doing what they need to do for right now. I do need to give some territory away. Before I do, however... How do you not have anything built here? I'm going to give you away, so I'm not actually going to... So I only need to give 2 counties away. That's not that many, so I might do Lyon and Montiel here. Do I have someone that I might want to give Vinoy here to? Do I have a vassal that I like well enough? So we're going to be searching some folks here for a bit here. We have a Duchess. Oh, this guy, our vassals do not like us. Oh, we did create a new duchy here, so I might give this one up here. Maybe I'll give that to the count. That actually might deal with some of our issues. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about hanging on to this one, Piedemonte, at least for right now, because these are the vassals of ours that kind of pledge themselves to us. They're like, hey, we will join you. This sounds like a good idea. And I kind of let them in. So I don't mind letting them hold this. So Dino here. I think Aldo Brandino is probably our best fit to manage this. And it is de jure theirs as well, so I think that works well. Artsy! Piedemonte? I mean, you're probably right. Piedemonte. I'll try pronouncing it like that. Brad, welcome in. Artsy, hello, hello. Yeah, so we're going to give Piedemonte... yeah, so this should be their duchy. I'm okay with this. So we'll hand that over. And they might fight amongst themselves. I'm kind of okay with that. This fella. Adamar. Adamar wants them. Payan wants them. So between Aiden and Payamar, who's the better fit? Ugh. 6 stewardship. Ooh, 8 stewardship. We don't have good options here as far as... Like, again, it's his de jure duchy. So it does kind of make sense just to give it to him. Or this feller here. This feller doesn't like us a lot. But I think once we give it to him, the title claimant, the liege holds, like, will drop like 40 points pretty quick. Oh, he's our rival, though. How do we have a rival already? Negative 60 for our rivalry. So, if we're going to RP this, even though he is a little bit better suited, I think we'll probably, specifically because he's better suited, I think we might skip over him, and we'll give it to Payan here. I think that would probably be a little bit more fun, although... I can see this going rather poorly. But, nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right, Pan. Where are you? I don't know the best way to find. I guess there's a search, isn't there? Pan, here you are. This is a different Pan. Why are there so many Payans? I'll just do it this way. Grant titles. We will give you the Duchy of Vinoy. Bam. Oh, he had a faction against me? Oh, maybe that was good news that I did that. I think I do still have the counties, and I will hand off one county to him. I should have done this. I want and county and county. There we go. We have granted him the title. So he will be hopefully my trusty Duke. All right, so we are losing money. There we go. I was going to say that's not good. We do also have a faction rising up against us. A Liberty faction. So Count Ardonino, I don't know how to pronounce that, has a Liberty faction. So this is one of the gentlemen who pledged themselves to our father. And he now wants liberty from us. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't like it. Oh, there it goes. It dropped back down again. Okay, so ooh, I think these are the factions that joined us. They're now wanting to split away again. That's interesting. We do have something going on in our court, however, between myself and our poet and physician, Calic. I noticed my poet pacing up and down my throne room. She has been yelling at anyone who crosses the line she treads. As I approach, I am met with a literary fury. Cross not my path unless you are a descending muse. Oh, the poet's face lights up in elation. You may have the inspiration I crave. My lord, I am seeking a theme for my next work. Could you tell me who your favorite hero is? Why, that would be myself, of course. No. So I'm humble. So I don't think I would... Oh, shoot. I don't like this. This is kind of an unfortunate option. Who's your favorite hero? And basically I'm obliged to say that it's myself. Because it's 6 court grandeur, which is a solid buff to our court. Or I can like spurn her and just lose 30 opinion, which is a lot of opinion. This is kind of a silly, like normally, especially because I'm humble, I would RP and I would never say it's myself, but this one seems a little like that's kind of punishing not to say myself. So I will say that it's myself. I don't feel good about it though. But that will earn us a little bit of grandeur. And I think some of our money problems, because we actually have a fairly terrible stewardship. A lot of that is going into the court grandeur. So we're spending 3 1/3 gold on keeping up appearances here. Which I think is fair. All of our relics are still around. We should look at getting some more relics made, however. We have a couple empty slots. We have some knights showing up as well, although I am a little bit more nervous about spending gold, because we used to be able to just spend gold like it was coming out of wherever. We are going to transfer the vassal as well, especially from over here. We don't want to kind of muck about in their affairs. We need a guardian for our son wizards. It might just be me. I think I want to shape our son. I think that one's okay. Okay. The battle axe I kind of don't care about. I might gift that off. And I think our money problems might go away once our vassals like us a little bit better as well. Although we're not doing too bad, actually. We have the Duchess up in Transjurania. She's a member of our family. She likes us well enough. The Duke Aldobrandino, whom we just granted the duchy to, likes us very well. Dauphin Payen, whom we granted the duchy to, likes us well enough. So we have Duke Carlo in Provence. but only -5. So that'll go away just because of the short range. So that one's not too bad. Countess Paolo in one of these satellite counties. And Duchess Genevra. I don't know how to pronounce that. Genevra. Yeah, she's my niece. She likes me well enough. We have a mayor. That's fine. The mayors can take us or leave us, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, our vassals like us well enough, I guess. And the Pope. I can seduce the Pope. Ooh. That's exciting. We can lose the trait Adulterer for 345 gold, which right when we started, the Pope gave us almost 400 gold. So let's go ahead. Let's give the Pope back some of their money. We will lose the trait Adulterer. We have now never adulted anything. Ignore our one daughter. It is commendable that you seek to atone for your sins. I accept your generous donation and send you my blessings in return. We are no longer an adulterer, which is excellent. And I'm sure we will probably be able to ask the Pope for money. My vassal, Countess Paolo, has insulted me gravely. She had the audacity to name me a cocky knave in front of my court. I demand satisfaction. Oh, King Erard of Lothringia, my countess. What are you doing? Whatever it takes to make this well again. I can give gold to King Erard. Do we want to piss off Lothringia? Yeah, we have more troops than they do. Although I do like him. I like him well enough. But I think this is one of those times where... so I've just taken the throne. And I think to show like solidarity with my vassals. Oh, I can't really though. Whatever it takes. Oh yeah, good one. Here it is. I think I'll just take her side. Nuts to our relationship with Lothringia. And we've had a daughter, and you know what that means. Exclamation point join and a name if you would like to name our daughter. Oh, I have to get my wife to convert. Speaking of, she's not even Catholic. Star Fox. He meant Star Fox. Congratulations. You get to name our beautiful daughter. What would you like to name them? Don't call me daughter. Our daughter. I'm sorry. Our don't call me daughter is quick, which is good. May you grow to be strong and wise, my person. All right. So we do have some children to marry off, which is nice. I need a hero. As per my request, my poet brings me a work inspired by my heroic life. It is not as I expected. The poem is about how glorious I am while I sit on my throne and do absolutely nothing. After all, if the royal rear moves too far afield, where shall we direct all those wishing to kiss it? Oof. This is amusing, but I'm sure the court will enjoy it. Ooh, I gain Tales of King Wizard, the artifact. Ingrate! I still get the artifact. Or I can burn it. I don't much care for this. I'm not going to lie. We are sadistic as well. So I think we will be a little bit upset, although we will still take the artifact. Okay, greetings. I've arrived in Mount Tears to pay homage to you, my glorious king, to show you my loyalties. The Duchess from Transgermania. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough. Ooh. I think that means we're not getting gold. Humbly sadistic. Like I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good at you know, dungeoning. We're pretty good at torture around these parts. I don't want to brag, but we got it down. All right, we will show her in. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of the Duchess, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. All right. At last I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction and her rights to the land she rules in my stead. Look how rich she is. Wait, that's me. Look how... She's not that rich. Better torturers, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, you know. I mean, I'm not the best, but we do all right. All right, well, serve me well. We gain some grandeur. We gain some renown as well. Oh, no, she gains renown. We gain renown. We all gain renown. Well, there was something I was going to do before I distracted myself. Oh, yes, the book. The book I wanted to see. Was the book not done? Maybe the book's not done. Book about books, finger bones, scarab. Okay. Charting the human body. I don't think the book is done yet. Okay. Oh, there it is. Tales of King Wizard. Diplomacy bonus. We don't, we're not really going down the diplomacy tree, so I'm not sure how helpful that is. Okay, so that's done. I don't think we have anywhere we can build anything. Like, we have built all of our cities, all of our... everything that we can right now. Oh, we have some knights rolling in. I should unpause it while I look at our knights. We are 13 for 13, but we did have... Who is this? Oh, they're a decent knight. They're a strong warrior. 40 gold, that's okay. You can come to our court. Doesn't hurt to have a few extra knights around. Oh, what I was thinking, so I think I was a little bit... we do have someone else wanting to join us. So last time I was kind of waiting out on the normal obligations. I'm wondering, oh, I should also look to learn a language. Her opinion of us is, her opinion is not going to get much better. I don't know that we'll be able to do better than 23. I don't know if we want, like, do we want to keep letting these people... She's Catholic and French. And we can always raise her taxes. I don't think there's a reason not to. I did it. I just invited her. What I was thinking, especially after that poem, Catholic and French, merde. I think we are fairly friendly. We have some pretty decent relations with the French. But I was thinking about going on a pilgrimage. I almost always leave pilgrimages until I'm super, super old. But we have a little bit of gold right now. And I think doing it while we're young might do us some good here. Jerusalem, Vatican, Cologne. I think we'll probably just go to Jerusalem. Like, we'll do the big one. Yeah, let's go to Jerusalem. Let's, like, do the pilgrimage. We have some decent piety already. So this might open up some new doors to us. But yeah, we'll get this done now. Pilgrimage, departure, and then we'll show that poet. We'll show that poet who's had adventures. As I prepare for my journey, I know that I will travel safely under the protection of God. My destination lies far from home, but in service to heaven, even my own realm must wait. And during the Crusades, while we were playing as our father, he did not let us go to Jerusalem. So I think this is kind of our opportunity to kind of fulfill that. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for joining us today. It is time to depart. And we are off. We are off to the races. Although it's not a race, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Take our time. And we have vassalized the Countess Alessandra. So that is another county that falls into our realm here. So we're kind of inadvertently growing. Oh, although one of our dukes, Duke Aldobrandino, was just excommunicated. Isn't that interesting? We might need to keep that one in mind, I suppose. We do also have some children that we should look to make some strong alliances with. Pilgrimage Tears of St. Nicholas. Even when on pilgrimage, the priests still hold Mass every Sunday. It is held out in the open when no church is nearby, but early this morning a storm rolled in and it has not ceased. Undeterred, a zealous priest is standing out in the pouring rain, giving a sermon about perseverance in the face of adversity. Despite this, the size of his audience is rapidly dwindling, as discouraged adherents seek refuge from the torrential rain. What's a little rain to a faithful Catholic? I think I'm young enough. I'm young enough to feel, still feel invincible. I think, again, we missed our opportunity to go to the Holy Land. But this is our... But yeah, I think we would, we can do this, This is the exactly that, like, I think in our mind, this is the worst that could happen to us, is like, these are like the adversarial, like, things that stand in our way from being a good Catholic. This is the worst that could happen, is being stuck in the rain. Like, we've never not known privilege, right? So to us, this is pretty bad stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take a chance to get sick. And we don't. Among my fellow pilgrims, there is a woman who preaches compassion and fellowship till she reaches the topic of heathens. One evening around the campfire, she loudly declares them to be an abomination, abominable monsters in the eyes of God, deviants and child murderers all. Most people avert their eyes when she looks at them. Tonight, I was not quick enough. Do you not agree, O King? Sympathy for heathens.
You know the score, pal. You're not cop, you're little people.
I think we might take...
This is a bad one.
We might go for the disdain. Again,
the old Blade Runner.
We're young. We're still, kind of impressionable. We want to act strong and tough, and we want to act like, we're pillars of justice. Val, welcome in. Hello. How are you doing today? So usually, I always say they're not that bad, but I think we might go down like the zealotous path. I think that might be kind of a neat thing to do. In game. Also, I think our vassals are doing a little bit of warring here. They're kind of warring amongst their own county. I'm okay with that. The Arrival, starring Charlie Sheen. Wasn't a great movie. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the great Church of Jerusalem. As the bishop offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that had to happen for God to bring me here at this moment in time. I've walked the holy path. All right, so we are now a pilgrim. We get determined pilgrim. Okay. Let's do this. Pilgrimage. The return. My journey has been a long one, but I've finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests and bishops treat me. I've undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. The pilgrimage ends. We are now home. Count Alessandra has converted to Cisalpine from French, which is excellent. Our court went down a little, but I think it was only ever temporarily where it was anyways. Our nephew is able to marry. I don't remember arranging this. I don't know why this was arranged. However, get some giant blood. Nothing wrong with that. Long live the dynasty. And we do have Estefina has a weapon inspiration and she wants to forge a hammer. I don't know that we need a hammer right now, so I'm going to hold off on that. What we do need in our court, and I might actually get something made. So we are a pedestal, a wall ornament. No, I think we have spot for a book and a piece of furniture and 2 pedestals. And I guess we could put a weapon on one of the pedestals, but we already have a really good weapon. I think I'll do a piece of furniture. So while we have the gold, let's look to commission an artifact. No hammer. Please, hammer. Don't hurt him. How do you... We have a really badass weapon already. I'm getting the furniture. I'm going to get some furniture. Like, check this out. So I think on our person... Like, we have 2 really good weapons, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a magnificent mace, plus 12 prowess, bonus 1 night. Pretty solid. Like, that's pretty solid, right? 12 prowess. I mean, we're basically a wimp without it. And in our court, we have our father's blade. We have King Robstercraw's dagger, Excalibur. Plus 1 intrigue per stress level. Prestige per dread. Stress gain, like, negative. Dread gain. Natural dread. Powerful vassal opinion. Courtier and guest opinion. Like, it's a solid weapon. I'm just saying. Better than, look, maybe not better than Thor's. It's better named. Mjolnir. Mjolnir's no Excalibur. We do also have our father's pet cat. Oh, they changed the name. Have we forgotten? Have we forgotten the name of our father's pet? Hide of the elusive cat of County. But that was our father's cat. Yeah, okay, you know, the tanned hide of King Robstercraw's beloved cat, Danielson the Yes Cat. Okay, it is still there. We can ask our head of faith for gold. So we can also Count Galazio. Count Galazio wants to join us as well. I feel like we're just kind of gobbling up all this territory. He's Catholic. He's Cisalpine. He's a fortune builder. I'll have to go low feudal obligations, but I'll look to raise that lower. Again, I'm okay. If they want to join our magnificent kingdom, who am I to say no, right? Inspiration, a model ruler, my beneficiary, Tigrida, bows, I would love a critique of the cabinet I am in the midst of crafting for you, my lord. She takes me to her workplace, and there is, concernedly, only a dusty, beaten-up cupboard. Oh, this isn't the piece. Oh. She opens the cupboard, and inside is nothing but a tiny model of a cabinet. Ornate, stone and gilded, but the height of my finger. What do you think? Is this a cabinet for ants? Wait, did this actually happen? For your sake, this had better only be a prototype. She'll gain 10 opinion of us. We have already gained the artifact. Or, oh, it's perfect. I adore it. And I become the owner of the cabinet. Building construction time is negative 15% for a trinket. Oh, you must be a child to equip this as an inventory artifact. That's funny. The cabinet is small enough, it should probably be stored inside of another cabinet to prevent it from being tread on. So I mean, we're not going to accept this. This better be a prototype, right? Yeah, I hope it's a prototype. Let's go with that. We'll see what that gets us. All right, so we have vassalized another county. Oh, we have a little bit of an island nation here. Oh, it's probably a regional thing. We've gained a court trait, an administrative courtier. Excellent. We have some more knights showing up. This fellow looks old enough, though. And we invited a couple knights. Tathion, though, solid and fairly young. I think they are definitely worth recruiting. Oh no! Oh no! My wife, Queen Melissa, assures me we have lost a child prematurely. That is terrible. Staring at stars. From my evenings watching stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I have only heard before. The stars have differing speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movements. My archbishop does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the clergy to know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think there's a lot to be learned. My gout-ridden archbishop, I will find my answers in the heavens, even if you don't like me much. 10 years of bonus to stewardship and learning. Or piety. I want that learning. We will keep looking to the heavens. We will find our own answers. And our holy order has been hired. Our holy order is getting hired a lot in Germany lately. All right. A name to remember. My beneficiary approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? She must read my irritation at such a personal question from my face, because she continues, I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It's turning out well, but a meaningful inscription would make it feel even more personal. So I can dedicate it to my wife, which would very easily make up for the fact that I was unfaithful all those years ago, obviously. So I think we will, or the Lord. No. We will, yes, to my beloved Melissa. I spot my wife Melissa chattering excitedly to Greta, listening ideas and suggestions for her cabinet. My carpenter is barely concealing her contempt, clearly annoyed at my spouse's interference. Ooh. This isn't going well. And as you are making my cabinet, she goes on, it may as well match my grandmother's old cabinet. Uh-oh. My wife must be heard. I mean, I got a plus 40 bonus. I think we will leave this to the expert. Thank you very much. Again, I think I'm willing to, and I think this plays a little bit into the role play where my father built this giant empire, and I think, that's a lot to live up to. So when all of these people are willing to pledge their allegiance to us, we might be willing to maybe take some less than ideal obligations just to kind of show, oh, we can also grow our kingdom, even though it might not be the wisest. The Longmars. I don't know if I know the Longmars. We should also hold court. I don't think we've done that yet. And I feel like having so many vassals is 100% going to drag us into a war. Bavaria. Bavaria is doing quite well. Duchess Ida. And your primary heir. And you're betrothed to the princess from Aquitaine. I'm wondering where we can marry. We have a bunch of children. And I'm wondering if there's any places where we can kind of marry them, where we might be able to get some distant family members on some thrones. Hey, are all of your children married? Because boy, have I got a deal for you. I have a lot of kids. Why am I only able to offer up my player heir here? That's kind of, unless we've already... Oh. We've already... I think our previous... Before we took control of our character, my son had already pledged off his other kids. God damn it. Wizards, what are you doing? What are you doing? Also, I like that we have our princess and a guest. I could marry off my player heir. I mean, I could try. You have one son. That's a lot of daughters and only one son. They won't take a matrilineal marriage, really. But they will marry my daughter. Do we want an alliance with the Byzantine Empire? Is that even something we want at this point? I think I might be pushing my luck here. I don't think we necessarily need that. Not yet. Although it is just a daughter, right? But we would get called into wars. I'm wondering how good or bad that actually is. Maybe we'll leave that one. But we will continue to vassalize some vassals. I know how to talk. Our counselor has died. Inspiration. Time disappears in her workshop, drinking mead as we excitedly discuss the cabinet she is crafting for me. Am I imagining things, or is there an indescribable tension? My mind wanders, absorbing the subtle quirks of her body, her laughing lips. I place my hand on hers. The plane drops from her trembling fingers as I gaze longingly into those beautiful eyes. In her face, I find the same desperate passion. She falls into my warm embrace. Whoops. So...
What'd I do?
What'd I do? How... So we've already been unfaithful once. I think that's the only place where I'm like a little bit of trepidation, because clearly King Wizard doesn't have the strongest of willpower here. So do we kind of fall into old habits, or since our pilgrimage have we found new, strength in our faith? Maybe we're better than that now. I think just having come back from the pilgrimage, I think we probably think that we're stronger than that. So I think maybe no. Adultery is a sin. We've learned our lesson. We've paid the price. Never again. It probably will happen again. And our counselor has died of typhus, which sounds horrific. So we need a new marshal. Our new marshal, it looks like it might be Duke Carlo, who didn't make the cut last time. I think they're also currently embroiled in a war, so this might give them some nice little perks. All right. How is our development coming along? I mean, I've had the game unpaused for all of, 10 minutes. Our development is only 17. Inspiration realized. My lord. All right. I have toiled away many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She whips the covering off, and my eyes grow wide as I see what's hidden beneath. A cabinet of fine craftsmanship. It is constructed from ash panels. The wood has been varnished to give it a rich, dark shine. We have a fine cabinet, some piety, and a little bit of court grandeur. It's nothing too great. I mean, it's fine. Cabinet is fine craftsmanship. It is constructed from ash panels. The wood has been varnished to... Yes, I read that. A tiny but elegant inscription runs on its side, dedicating it to my beloved Melissa. Ooh. Man, had we not stayed strong, that would be the constant reminder to our infidelity. All right. So let's go ahead and put that in our court. We definitely don't have the highest of developments. What do we got? 31, 30. But as far as most of Europe here, like, we're not doing too bad. Cordoba and Roma, and obviously the Constantinople there. Ooh, plenty of development over there. So we're not doing terrible, but we can definitely up our game a little bit, I think. So let's kind of keep pushing there. I have to put this in my court as well. Where do we put furniture? There we go. Fine cabinet. Well, it's a nice cabinet. It looks pretty slick. Not the best bonuses, but better than no bonuses. And we'll get the learning per devotion +2. What is our level of devotion? It could be better. That's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, we've got some solid learning. I might move my spouse. I'm a little bit curious. She's on assist ruler. If we move her to... Ooh. How much of a difference does this actually make? So we have 8 years. 7 years. We can cut a whole year off of our development. But we do make a little bit less gold. Alternatively, ooh, I would love more water. Just water's fine. Thank you. Maybe we'll leave this on assist ruler. As our order of knights, the hospitaller grow, we need more land. Of course, the city of Wien. Is there a down... Like, if I give them too many cities, is there ever going to be, like, a downside for me? Ooh, a couple things just popped off here. I might have, thank you. I might have caused a ruckus. A wizard came to me complaining about Abbot Ebon bullying him. He has been staying in bed for days, avoiding facing the other child. Oh, this isn't going to end well for this kid. The Countess. The Impaler. Oof. All right, son. You don't have to face the world if you do not want to. I can make him lazy. That is terrible. Make sure you stay hidden wherever you go. We can make him craven. Your Billy deserves whatever punishment you can imagine. We can make him arbitrary. Ooh. Our son is going to be arbitrary, which is really bad for stewardship. But craven's pretty bad. Lazy's just really bad. Ugh. I hate that we're going to do this, but we are going to go with arbitrary. And if things weren't bad enough, to the vile wizard, churl, your crimes against me are reprehensible. Meet me in single combat and let battle judge our differences. I mean, he is an aspiring blade master. A non-lethal single combat will commence immediately. The victor loses stress, the loser gains stress. Okay. So we have a better prowess. But I don't know that that necessarily means we're going to win, because we did beat someone with a higher prowess than us. But
You know the score, pal. You're not cops, you're little people.
but I think we might have to accept.
The worst yet.
I don't think,
I need the old
again,
Blade
we're still
Runner.
fresh into our rule, so I don't
Need
think
your magic.
we can just kind of shrug this off. We'll accept. Single combat. Count Adamar. All right, Count Adamar. Check out my mace, bud. It's pretty badass. Count Adamar and I stalk around each other, each weighing our options. He hefts a fearsome sword, while I grip my own magnificent mace tightly. That sounds like a euphemism. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. This fight will only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. Strike, parry, riposte. Okay. Attack first, attack hard, on guard. Is that the best you've got? Play defensively for a tie. Again, I don't know the best way to go about this. We are like a solid combatant. And we've got like a decent learning as well. So I have to think that we're like good tactically. So let's expert onslaught. Let's go for it. I leap into action, launching a flurry of rapid thumps, diving myself hard against Adamar's guard, wearing him down with each expertly timed strike. Adamar wastes no time, meeting me with an intense series of powerful cleaves that force me back step by step. My form is good with only small errors, and Adamar's stance is formidable. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but it seems he is close to faltering. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard. Is that the best you've got? You can't even hit me. I think we're going to go for the legendary technique, because why the heck wouldn't we? You try and copy a famous move from my favorite book. I do my best to recall the legends that spur, in that spur of the moment, and I try and lift my mace as the heroes of old. It's enough for a solid blow against my surprise foe. Adamar surges forward, forcing me back with a quick slash before bringing a high kick up to my chest. I almost topple. My form is excellent with a little chance for mistake, and Adamar's stance is formidable. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. We were just almost at victory. We were right there. So maybe we take it down a notch. Is that the best you've got? We'll try and tire him out just a little bit. I know it's coming to an end. Time and again, I backpedal, dodge, and weave, always keeping just within tempting target distance. Soon, Adamar's showing signs of exhaustion. He adopts a defensive stance, doing his absolute best to ward me off. The man, eyes following my every movement. My form is excellent with little chance of mistake, and Adamar's stance is passable. Why do I still feel far from victory? I think we're going to have to go for it. I think we're going to have to go expert onslaught. Let's go for it. There we go. Few men can withstand my barrage of crushing thwacks. My opponent is no exception. Adamar feints forward repeatedly, seeming giving me opportunities to attack, only to dart away. Sensing opportunity, I press further and harder with each rapid thump, eventually catching him several times. Unbalanced, Adamar trips and spins awkwardly into the rocks. Staying on top of my opponent, I let loose a flurry of rapid thumps. Mace. My opponent stays resolute at first, only yielding when it becomes clear I'm about to pulverize his waist. I am victorious. He is wounded. And, yeah. Congrats to us. GG's everyone. GG's all around. This is a big win. How do you feel about that, Count Adamar? You son of a gun. Huh? That's what I thought. Okay. I mean, that was a fun little reprieve. We lose some stress, they gain some stress, and I think we just took some stress from our learning our kids some stuff, so that's kind of nice that we get to lose it almost immediately. All right. West Francia, they are still going strong. Aquitaine, their heir is still, everything's in place. We have lost our doctor, which we will definitely replace. Arena. Oh, we lost our poet as well. Yeah, I guess Arena here. And we will get... I do want to start learning new languages as well. Oh, did we not have a... Where's our musician bodyguard? I'm not seeing anything about our... Like a poet, or... There's our physician. There's our tutor. I thought we lost 2 different roles. Maybe not, I guess. Maybe I made it up. Oh, there's our court poet. Oh, but no one meets the requirements. All right, then. Greetings, my handsome liege. Oh. Who is this? Our Count Galazeo from Parma. It is perhaps not my place to question your strategy, yet I wonder why you allow the enemies of our faith to go about their wicked business without interference. We have both the means and the right to deliver God's justice upon them, so surely we must. Who? War against the infidels? Which infidels? Who's he even talking about? All we have is Catholics, friend. A little bit of Orthodox up there, but oh, some Lollards though. Ugh, the Lollards. The minstrels will sing songs of the king thwacking his mace. Give him a right good thwacking. Yeah, don't tell me what to do. Because, like, who are we going to march against? We are surrounded by, like, we have the tiniest bit of a body down here. But if we holy war against them, that's going to drag in, I mean, they've got friends. They've got friends with armies. But, like, that's... Like, I also don't necessarily want their land. Don't tell me what to do. I don't much care for that. Alright, so we have no factions, which is good. We don't have any... Oh, I did want to learn a language. I keep talking about that, and I haven't bothered doing it. Italian... Dual Voguler. Okay. Can I... We already know that. So do we know where are all the different languages? How do I find that out? There is a language map, is there not? Court languages, anyways. Ooh, I can learn High German. Ooh, you know, if we're going to be on the Mediterranean, so learning Greek, learning Arabic, I think could be nice. That could be fun. Does the culture map work as well? Okay, thank you. We should have no trouble learning languages. But yeah, like, again, being on the Mediterranean, I think that would be a bit of a benefit. Are you doing some war here? The Duchy of Corsica. I feel Duke Carlo. I can't join your war. So you're defending against the King Charles. But if King Charles is... Oh, there it is. Offer to join war. I don't know why my vassal. Oh no, hold on. I think I might have clicked on someone else. Okay, okay. My vassal is an ally. I see, okay. I was very confused for a second there. We are going to buy some glasses, I think. So they're warring for Corsica here, and my vassal it was allied to him, so that's why they're in the war. I was curious, like, why are we being attacked here? I mean, if you were comfortable with that, then I mean, that'd be okay too. I do think we need to be intriguing somewhat, though we're not doing any intrigue. You won't vassalize with us. Cultural acceptance, eh? Queen Melissa has gained the trait pregnant. Congratulations, man. We're having lots of kids. This could get really messy when it comes time to split up our empire. Spouse, opportunity for peace. As soon as I see my rival and vassal Count Adamar on the way, on the other side of the church, I start to turn around. But to my surprise, Queen Melissa waves the churl tirelessly towards me. He has agreed to meet with you on neutral grounds. It is unfortunate that two punishing men such as yourselves are feuding. It's strange. Do you not think it is time to make amends? We could stop being rivals. I will amend his face. I could just straight up wound him. You call him punishing? Let me divulge his true character. So, I can, with 100% success rate, just wound him. Or we can let it go. If we let it go, then he likes me, which will probably gain us a little bit of tax money. The problem is I don't know why this rivalry started in the first place, because we weren't playing as him. But I suppose, and given that he does have a very high intrigue, maybe we don't want him to be our rival. I think having rivals with folks with really good intrigue skill is probably not very smart. So let's go ahead. Let bygones be bygones. I think that's probably the smartest move. And I think at this point all of our vassals like us, which is very nice. What we might do as well, although I don't want to... the Cisalpine... Oh, hey! This is super exciting, actually. We have adopted formation fighting experts. So we get a nice bonus to our men-at-arms counter efficiency. Our spearman damage and toughness goes up. Our archer toughness goes up. This is all very, very good news. That's awesome. I don't think we have nearly enough prestige for anything else. Yeah, I think we're going to need around 5,000 prestige to look into doing any other options here. So we'll take a look back at that a little bit later in the game, I think. Oh, I can move this to equal only, which is only for commanders and knights. But this could be really nice. It doesn't change our secession, but being able to have that just gives us more options for knights, which is awesome. So I think we might end up looking into that as well. And making some progress on naval stuff, which isn't that big of a deal, unfortunately. Secrets of Nature. I have received an offer from Federico Lancia, a nobleman from Mountiers. If the letter is to be believed, he is an experienced herbalist who would be willing to share his knowledge in return for room and board. The offer is intriguing, but I know the Archbishop is distrusting of charms and potions. He believes that Satan uses them for his own nefarious purpose. But I can gain the trait Herbalist, which is like +2 learning. I kind of feel like there's no way I can turn this down. Unless this fella is an evil absorber or something. Absolver. And a seducer, and he's probably going to try and seduce my wife, but that's okay. But the opportunity, again, just to pump our learning skill, I don't think we can say no. And we have it. Learn language success. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the Arabic language. Lots of hard work that took less than a year. Oof. I feel accomplished. I sure as heck do. Alright, I think we are going to continue learning languages as well. We'll learn on the job. 20% of counselors' primary skills are added to our own. And that should get us, yeah, we're getting big buffs now. We're in big buff territory. I was really worried that we weren't going to have a lot of skills, but I think the fact that we have the learning skill has definitely helped. And Greek was the other one that I wanted to learn. So let's see if I can't learn it from the Byzantine Emperor themselves. I think that's a wonderful idea. Let's go ahead and get that done. Or at least get it started. How goes our development? We're up to 18. It's not ticking by very quickly, but it is ticking by. 12 months left on that. We don't necessarily need claims either, so I think we're happy the way things are going. Now, I haven't held court yet, and I think I mean, I probably should have done this when we first created our, became king. But better late than never, I suppose. So go ahead. We'll hear some petitioners. All right, sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors to the hall so we get a stream of folks coming in. Please, please come in. Oh, look at this giant standing here. All right, so Mayor Agostina approaches me with a straighter posture than usual, visibly eager about what she has to say. My liege, the people in your realm need the occasional joyous gathering where we can forget their stress. I would gladly finance a feast, even if held under your name, as is for the good of Burgundy, though I would duly expect a favor in recompense. Huh. Very well, I accept. I don't want to give her a hook. Perhaps we can arrange something more agreeable. What kind of favor? Like, if she wants a council position, 17 stewardship isn't terrible. I have a 76% chance to have her not take the favor. Unfortunately, I can. Hold on. Oh, what kind of challenge was that? I should have checked what kind of challenge that is. Because what I can do... It's a diplomacy challenge. I'm going to swap my wife to court politics. And let's take a quick look. How is King Wizard doing? No one's killed him yet. He was tempted by a lady of the court. However, we resisted. We've gone on a pilgrimage. We're actually doing really, really well. I'm not going to lie. Still 78% chance. Do I have to let it tick over? I can't. I'm going to take the risk of trying to get her. I don't want to give her a favor for this feast. I feel like she could do a lot of damage with a weak hook. Holding a feast in the near future will yield a reward of court grandeur. No, you know what? What's the worst thing she could do? I'm 100% going to regret that. It doesn't need to take it. Okay, so it would have been for naught. Alright, over the last few days I have heard tell of a mighty hero of the peasantry who has won the hearts and minds of the common people through the incredible deeds and matchless bravery. This hero, who goes by the name of Oberto, has been defending the small folk from the Rhinelander raiders, has now traveled the way to Mount Tears to seek an audience with me. He is a mighty giant. There is no doubt that Oberto is a great hero. However, my court are adamant that I do not elevate a commoner beyond their station. You shall be rewarded with a place in my household. He joins our court. Every knight loses 15 opinion of me. A true hero deserves a position worthy of their skills. You grant Alberto a county currently held by Duchess Ginevra of Upper Burgundy, angering the Duchess but solidifying his loyalty as a vassal. I get a rival. I don't much care for that. I don't know that I want to give him territory. I don't think we need to go that far. You shall be honored as the hero you are. I give him some gold. We get some honored frontier hero for 10 years. No, yeah, I want him as a knight. I'll take him as the knight. We'll take our knights can, you know, suck eggs. That's a good win. You know, other kings go on crusades and come back with relics from saints. King Wizard goes and doesn't even bring back a souvenir t-shirt. We did. No, you're right. No, you're 100% right. We came back with like an inflated sense of self, though. Does that count for anything? Stuart Hugo is visibly motivated by some grand proposal. Great king! There is much potential in Dauphin Payen's court, county of Lyon, for regional center of commerce and artisans. With funds for construction, the groundworks for the area's first Burgundian city could be laid. Oh, 100%. 100% we need to put a city in. No, I'll fund it. I debated doing this earlier anyways. There we go. My business is done. It was a lot of gold, but the church is just going to give it to us anyways. We're going to go beg for more money from them. Look at this. Look at this knight. Can we find him? Oh, we've had a son. That doesn't complicate things at all. Ooh. We could marry him to another giant, a lusty giant. We could have our court rife with giants. I do really like that idea. Yeah, it's a lusty, she's a lusty giant. That's some good stock there. And we've had a son. Another son. Great. This is wonderful. Grand. Trick of the day. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull another name. Let's see if our drum roll wants to work. I don't think so, but we'll give it a go. Congratulations. We have a little Prince Phillips. May you be a delightful screwdriver. Ooh, genius and handsome. It's a solid name. You'll accept the marriage proposal, which I knew you would. Ooh, focus studies. Excellent. And Dauphin Payen, I've arrived in Mount Tears to pay homage to you, my glorious king. Show my loyalty. Gifts, you say. Please come in. All right, so they show in Dauphin Payen. He kneels in deference. And he is giving the gift of 50 gold. So we'll get some gold. We'll get some renown. Some grandeur as well. This is all excellent. Genius, handsome man. He's like me. Easy. Easy. If you eat the disinherit losses, it gives you more room. Because re-inheriting is real cheap. So should I be doing that early on? I suppose so. It comes from nowhere, hitting me clean in the temple. I didn't even see the projectile coming, much less try and dodge. A sharp peal of giggles rings out behind me, and I whirl. Don't call me daughter rises from her hiding spot. Another snowball already clutched in her vicious little hand. Look at that sassy pose. Hands on the hips. Get out of here. Good shot. Come here, you little rascal. Alright. Oh no, you got me. You think you can face me in a snow war? I like that I can just dunk on my daughter. A martial challenge. It's a martial challenge against my daughter. Oh no, you got me. I don't have a lot of prestige. But I don't mind playing along. I don't mind playing along, I suppose. She's my only real daughter.
You know the score, pal.
I mean, our heir is a genius and beautiful, so I think maybe it's not a bad idea. So, Prince Robstercraw, although I'm not overly worried about having at least 2 children. Now, maybe I am. Yeah, Prince Robstercraw, they're only beautiful. I want genius heirs. So we'll disinherit. It's going to cost us. I hate using renown. But we are getting to the point where we're having a lot of sons. And then we have Prince Phillips, whom genius and handsome. So yeah, we have Prince Wizard, and we have our fallback with Prince Philip, and then obviously we can re-inherit Prince Robstercraw. And we have a Sophie. And yeah, I should. The problem is like look at this map. Like there's no really giant kingdoms except for West Francia. However, that is because West Francia, the only reason West Francia is so mighty is because their king must have just died, the Aquitaine king. So our sister is now the queen, and Prince Anthro will shave for 10 biddies, and Prince Milosh are probably set to inherit whatever kingdom titles. Like if they don't get rid of the Aquitaine kingdom title, our previously grandson, our cousin, I guess, will inherit, which is exciting. Germany and Bavaria are starting to look fairly mighty, and I might perhaps should try and marry some family in there. If they have anyone on offer. What about you, Bavaria? Can I get any of my children or daughters or sons? I could get an alliance with Bavaria here. Marrying my son. Oh, she's 69. Nice. But a little old for an alliance. Oh, yes, I remember. We were thinking about plotting against you. They're not having any kids. Oh. He has no children himself. So this is an interesting lineage. So she's 69. Nice. Her heir, the Duchess Ida, is 42, and her heir is having no children. Oh, he's only 15. That's why. She's 24, so he's not of age. That's why. That makes sense. Oh, there's not much I can do to kind of get in there and spoil the show, I don't think. Where else could we? Lotharingia. What can we do in Lotharingia here? What about our daughter? Our daughter could marry Prince Wilbert but not actually. Will not accept. He does not want an alliance. That's the main reason. He just doesn't want an alliance. I don't know if we could overcome that plus 55, so maybe we leave that one alone. Again, like, this is just all... I don't know if anyone up in England here is going to start uniting all that territory. Sweden, I don't know if we want to marry any children out there. So there's not like a lot of really strong kingdoms forming up around us that we want to get involved in. And take a look in our own backyard here, I suppose. And we, you know, maybe we just marry some children off for some strong alliances. We don't have a whole ton of alliances. In fact, we have no alliances right now. There is an opinion modifier, but I don't know that we're going to get like plus 50 from opinion. I don't think we can get it up that high. Oof. It was as bad as it sounded. So you're betrothed. That's fine. We'll leave you betrothed. Our daughter, whom we can legitimize if we want to. Oh, I want to... Can't arrange a marriage for her. Don't call me daughter. Here we go. Kingdom of Ireland. We can get an alliance with the Kingdom of Ireland. I don't want to... Come on, 77? Buddy. Can we find, it, like, a little less of an age difference here? At least we've got some Catholics. There's not a lot of great options here. The County of Worms, I mean... Is that at least in France? Oh, okay, that's up there in Bavaria. I mean, that's nearby, and he has a decent trade at least. But no. Oh, man. Yeah, we're... I don't know what I want to do with our children here. So Prince Wizard. Prince Wizard I want to marry for good traits, actually. I should look at that right now. I kind of don't care for our next character. I do want to keep breeding in good traits. So that's what I should focus on. Traits. Inheritable. Yes, please. I think he's already a genius, so I don't necessarily need to marry in the genius trait again. I'm not seeing any double traits here. We have the beauty trait. We have the genius trait. Ooh. Hale and fecund. Sadistic and impatient. She's Greek and of the wrong faith, but that will get all 4 traits finally into our, like, potential into our bloodline. She is a treacherous villain. That might work against us. However, we're doing this for the traits. All right. There we go. Expectations. You are always there for me, and I hope you know that I am grateful. My son Robster approaches me with a rare display of honesty. This is moments after I have stripped them of their succession rights. When I need it, I expect you to be there for me. Okay. Do I want to form a... Maybe I'll form a friendship with my son. It's like, he might not inherit anything, but at least they'll be my son. Or be my friend. I mean, obviously they're my son. All right. We have betrothed our daughter, who's a vassal in... Our son to a vassal from the Byzantine Empire. That'll get us some decent traits. go back to assisting ruler. I'm just going to take a quick peek. 5 years, and if we go all in on patronage, it's still 5 years. It's 4 years. Maybe we'll do this. I really want to get that done. I think we are still learning a language right now, so we'll keep that up. And what can we do? We have not yet had a feast yet, and I think it's about time. We still have the gold. We're going to hold a great feast. We'll lose a little bit of stress. We don't have any stress, but we haven't done this yet, and I think it will get us some grandeur as well. A feast, a cheery gathering. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. Oh, we just had our... Was that our court physician who just died? What just happened? I missed that. If that was our physician, I do want to replace them, yes. All we have is average right now. Princess Gerberge. Sounds like Princess Garbage. Who is gout-ridden. I don't know that I want a gout-ridden physician, but she's what we got right now. So quite satisfied. Wizard has been asking me for a rolling hoop for a long time. And I told him I would get him one in 3 months if he displayed more focus in his studies. He responded that he was fine with his current dedication to his studies, reward or no reward. So he can be content, which is fine. Content is all right. Content's actually pretty good. So what other options do I have? Content, fickle. I think he's already arbitrary. Something about being arbitrary and fickle seems like a really terrible mix. Or trusting. I think trusting is probably terrible as well. So we might stick with content, for better or for worse. So content and arbitrary. Oh, that's right, we had a feast. I listened intently to Osticio as he carelessly reveals all manner of things, distracted by trying to get one of his last drops from his tankard. He is oblivious to how careful I am paying attention. Once he realizes, he starts getting up. I'm only rambling. It's not true, any of it. Oh, is that so? My Duchess's steward. He's got a lover secret. Who is your lover? It's my niece is his lover. She's taken her steward as her lover. Scandalous. My court, let me say. Content to stay with content. Yeah, I think you nailed it. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one, thanks to the presence of Queen Melissa. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with her. I had such a good time with my wife. Who knew? Who knew? I am forming a friendship with my wife. That can only end in disaster. A lot of effort. As the feast is underway and our guests are eating and drinking merrily, Duchess Julia, is it just Julia, approaches Melissa and me at the great table. This is a marvelous feast. All my compliments to the hosts. Yes, I have done a fine job. I'm too humble. Melissa deserves all the credit. We'll get the household bonus as well. It was a wonderful feast, though, not gonna lie. Get out of here, guests. Oh. A feast under your name. What a marvelous feast this was, with the promised feast to Mayor Agostina still fresh in the memories of those who attended that day. The attendees to my feast are ecstatically singing my praises. I felt drunk on happiness as people cheered and worshipped at my feet. An additional benefit to keeping my promise to Agostina is that all of those who attended are speaking highly of my court. We gained 10 heckin' court grandeur for that. Bam. Look at that. Court grandeur up to level 8. We are champions. It's a me. Throw. This has come up a couple times. I'm tempted. We have learned a language. We have learned Greek. I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted to hybridize. We haven't done... I've never looked into hybridizing before. But we are pretty close to the French. I think we share a little bit of French territory. Although not even that much anymore, I suppose. Maybe we don't worry about it. Maybe there's not that much. And there's a little bit of... Yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't worry about it. I thought about it and I've changed my mind immediately. We have a court event available as well. What is going on here? My knight. My knight and Princess Garbage of West Francia. My court physician. What is going on here? Why would you honor that witch Gerberge with a position at court and not me? My knight is livid. Apparently he had been certain that the honor would befall him and no one else. What is this? What position? I bet he's going to say he should have been. Oh, you could be my master of the hunt, though. She's my court physician. You were never going to be my physician. Come off it. You're right. You do deserve a position. I can make him a high almoner. What is my high almoner? A high almoner is in charge of distributing alms to the deserving, the poor, and the other subjects. No. I can appoint him as the court jester, though. I don't think so. I mean, again, he might make a good master of the hunt. He is a master hunter. Or like a master of horse or whatever. So we can look to give him position, but no, this is not. No. I will take a look, though. We do have some empty positions. I could make him my food taster. Yeah, like master of the hunt, right? Buddy, you're built for this. I mean, clearly not. He's not even showing up in my list. I hope I didn't make any promises to him. Can I not appoint him? Okay, well, I mean, I guess that was a dick move of me to make promises and then not follow through on that. Duke Carlo would make a good master of the horse, though. It's 0.62 gold. We are spending a lot of gold on this sort of thing. And a high almoner. Ooh, Melissa would make a good high almoner. But my wife doesn't need to like me any better. She likes me well enough. Yeah, maybe Duke Carlo here, though. We'll do that one. Sienna wants to make a cabinet. She is considered a master. We did get a cabinet made, and I wasn't overly pleased with it. So maybe we'll take another crack at this. It's going to end up being 100 gold. But we're going to take another crack at it because she's a master. I'll try not to sleep with this one as well. But, you know, no promises. We have learned another language. I'm actually going to keep this going. Where are court languages? Were there any other? High Germain. No one's speaking High Germain. They're speaking Greek, Norse. I know Arabic. Tubu's on the Mediterranean Sea here. But High Germain, they're right near us. I think that this would make sense. Let's become a polyglot here. To the fair King Wizard, your buttocks are like pretty nice pebbles. I wish only to be by your side, that I may know the touch of the divine. You and I together is what makes the sun move in the sky. These lines are but a bleak reflection of my feelings for you. I will do anything to... I got some keen butt cheeks here. You flatter me, my lady. Who is this? The Countess Paula, whose spouse died of internal injuries. I mean, no thank you. You're not even of my court. Oh, you are of my court. She is my vassal. I am not interested. I'm not interested. I'd be delighted if your son Wizard could come visit me. Yeah, sure, my son can go. We're looking to cut down on children. Oh, wait. Ooh, my heir Wizard. You know what? Your son's delicate. Mine's not. So if someone's going to die, sure, I'll send my son. What's the worst? Oh, geez. Oh, when that popped up, when my counselor died, I thought it was my son. Okay. Counselor died. New Archbishop. We gained some traits. Let's go ahead. We don't have to refill that spot. We've just lost a whole bunch of our counselors here. We're looking to replace. I'm going to try and get this done. A steward. We will toss our adulterous niece in here, because she's a really good steward, and that's kind of all I care about. It's going to be very, very cool stuff. Oh, we have a perk we need to take. Buy claim interaction. I don't think we'll use that one, but I really want to get to Scholar. We have an inspiration on our dresser. I'm actually going to save this for next time, because we got off track here, folks. So I'm going to save this for next time. And we're going to look to wrap things up here abruptly. Damn it. And I died. I was in prison. My son died. Yeah, but you're not in prison now. And I mean, your son's still dead, but, you know. And I'm dead. Just got murdered. And we all know that the mouth is the beehole of the face, so put this out. I'm dead. Oh, God. Oh, no. There we go. F's in chat. We've died. Ah, no. No. I've never done one of these before. We just took a shirt off. We both took our shirts off. Oh, look at us.